Hi guys, and welcome back to another video on the wrestling of the video of Daniel. This is your NXT Heatwave review from uh, the pay-per-view was held in Roma, Massachusetts. So correct myself there. I was about to say I'm from Roma, Massachusetts, but I'm not in that city. I'm an East School bride, unfortunately. But yeah, overall, I thought it was a good pay-per-view, and yeah, it set up uh, some future storylines. Now into the review itself. I really did enjoy the pay-per-view. Right, so you're here for me to break down the match card and match quality. So you start off the event with with Ice defeating Jada Parker and Kalani Jordan. Now, this match I thought was a decent match. You had, yeah, you had all four women vie for the number one contendership for the NXT Women's Championship. Now, this match had a lot of near falls, except Trageda Parker started out the strongest. She had a strong start. She'd done the jaded hip attack maneuver. You had Annie Jordan do a dive outside onto the other two combatants. You you basically had Annie at one point look as though she was going to be the dominant force and take it. She hit a split at leg moonsault and Jada Parker, which took Parker out the match for a bit. Then it was between her and Lola of ice for a good bit. She then had to go for a spill at Egged Moon so on the ice, but then catches Jordan and a kind of triangle to submission hold until Annie was able to fight through, but I kept it on. In comes Ada Parker, J- in comes Ada Parker with the hip attack again. Sorry for calling it jaded, because that's Jake Argyll's and slam maneuver. I get my stop. And then once Annie Jordan is out the picture, with I used to rolls up Jada Parker crucifix style pan woman onto three and with Ace gets the win in 11 minutes and 53 seconds. Who don't know this? And that's of Ace getting the shot at the NXT Women's Championship at No Mercy. I really enjoyed the match. Next, we have the Hawks. The um the Ion Lennox um and Araya is having accompanied by Cutler or James and Sig on Sugars. Now there was a bit of a now there was a bit of now there was a bit of suspense as to each member of the Arcs each members of Dark State would take up the mantle with a tag match. But it turned out it was Jon Enoch and Elias riffing now Elias riffing is in my opinion one of the stronger members of the group. Him and C on Sugars have a bit about them. Jon Enoch's I think has a wee bit more to prove, and Cutler or James, who I'm really not sold on. But in any case, it was Lennox and or the Effin Hank and Tank are facing this is a very fast-paced match. You had the you had them all Lennox to you had them all Lennox and Griffin take it to Hank Goldberg or half of the majority of the first half of the match, and um then you get the hot tag to Tank Asia. He comes in, hits a bomb on her eyes, hits a swan bomb, then uh, and both members of Hank and Tank take out all of the arcs. They get rolling, and it only looks as though they're going to hit their and this because they hit their core on their ashes. They they look as though they're going to go up for the power move, but then the other members of Dark State they get in themselves was the distraction and interference and Orias and um Orias and Lennox go over the doomsday device hit perfectly onto free and there's a new tag team champions at NXT Yano Enox and Elias are riffing a dark they are a I don't know if there'll be speculation about the free Ultimate rule. If you know what that is, you know. Um, I I think it's something they could maybe try and amend, and that's a rule where you alternate the partners of the faction. So we'll have woman and see what happened to yeah, but of course everybody knew that the Dark State everybody knew that Dark State was going to over, but very fun and but very fun chaotic style match in my and it's 16 seconds or really good match again. And yeah, let's see who'll be in line for the tag title. Well, let's see who'll be in line for the tag titles. In the back, you see, you see Eva telling it's this thing as a result of his actions on the kill the episode at NXT, obviously, Mason, of it. obviously me Ethan Miles, but on in the face of um of this spirit, he obviously puts Ava in a position where you know, obviously puts Ava in a position where she makes a she makes a blindfold hatch as a result of that. But yeah, I'll be an interesting hatch. I'm not so old on the blindfold hatch as a stipulation. You either of it or you hate it. Probably the best example is Jake Roberts and Rick Martel. That is probably the best version of the blindfold match. So we'll see what happens with him and it comes on Tuesday. But Ash by but the next match is Ash by against and Ash by against accompanied by the L against Brand defeated Jacy in accompanied by Fallon Henno and Jasmyn activated influence Elsie's Asha Slow Amovich triple threat match for the TNA Knockouts Championship. This was a good one. And obviously, Ash by against gets the victory here. I thought they'd have put the title back on Asha Slamovich, but obviously they decided to go with Ash by Elegance here. And yeah, but anyway, hot start. Here falls for all three of them. I'm in a piece. Here then we have um and we have similar to the posture appropriate match eliminate on opponent and then focus on the other. This happens several times until we get to the finish. Jasmyn next. Jasmyn next rules on Ash's low egg. It causes a referee to rule out for to win for and you've still got the L against Brandon the outside here it looks as though it are on JCJ and hits a big maneuver similar to the boat oxen action that Angelina of used in DNA. She goes into the cover referee count, but it's interrupted as a L against Brand OJ ACJ off the cover other than that then Ash goes to the top ropes on time but and then that it's the victory at 12 minutes and 19 seconds. I thought that as my mama I thought that as mama match again I thought that this match again was a pretty good match, and yeah, it sets another other chess piece for the Jasmyn next phase. Um, um, because as you see, it's on in the night. Jasmyn, um, Jasmyn gets the oh, aim again, and obviously Fallon gets a bit aim, but the vocal point of the bow aim. Also, Jasmyn, and even she said, "Don't put the power aim on me." You just say that this is the Austria Championship, and then and then and then and that segment, and you see of ice actually says that a problem here they say and she said the original lost to the TNA knockouts championship up in the triple threat match to Ash by Elegance, and then there'll be another problem and I take the NXT Women's title at number Elsie, which is the next NXT offering by the eyes. So yeah, it's another it's another sort of one being cast in the Jasmyn next phase is to Oreo Ein and yeah, so move on to we move on to probably 8 in a row of Elsie's Jordan Grace now probably 8 in a row gets the victory via pinfall. But this I thought was a fantastic match. Here you had you had all sorts going on at the start of the match. You had and they were all kind of hide behind the commentary. It tells of it most of them Booker E obviously Ori Gibbs was on assignment for oh Ash in Paris. So yeah, that's the reason why there was no Ori Reeves on that show. But yeah, but yeah, this match is really good, very physical style match, but also very well accomplished and global. So, us Jordan Gray is a former TNA Knockouts champion, multiple time, and Blake Monroe, aka Mariam, he is a former Stardom women's champion. So these are two that know the global scale of wrestling. And obviously it was a very physical style match. Could have won either, and could have won either Jordan for the first half of the match had much of the control, power moves, etc. We got to see some in the rows submission style that she'll over in Japan when she was with Star. Um, the finish of the match, the finish of the match until it's Jordynn hitting a reverse Alabama slam, Alabama slam. Um, obviously, and the rule takes it on of that actually is into the finish. Gary Ace hits a top rope while Monroe kicks out Mamaro. Um, mm, and the road of us kind of Aussies Jordynn Grace into the exposed up turnbuckle then but Ake hits a double underhook DDT that seems to be a funny show these days and gets a victory at 12 minutes. It's 47 seconds. Again, decent war. And again, decent again, decent match. And I think I think both gave a good account of themselves. I think there'll be another match down the line. I think maybe if they have low advice, beat Jacy Jane at no mercy, it'll set up a match between Billy Aikman and Rowe and Lowe of ice. There's been a bit of back and forth in NXT recently between Aikman and Rowe and of ice. And I think sooner or later the match between Billy Aikman and Rowe and Jordynn Grace will be for a title the next time. But yeah, well, we'll have to see what comes from it. Again, a decent enough match, and I enjoyed it. Then we get a promo pack, and then we get a promo package with Ethan Page and Chelsea Green having a kind of state of union address for Canada, basically. Obviously, they run down obviously they run down the USA, they run down their opponents, Tyler Mace, you um and Avion Heights, etc. Decent sort of build up package, and I elected to say there was decent packages for all the knockouts title match and obviously the Bill Aikman or Jordynn Grace matches respectively. Shawn Michaels did a good job of putting in these packages together, and it's I stand with a State of Union address. You have a cool recap of the you have a actually recap of the peace treaty, etc. And it was really well on. And the match itself was only 9 minutes and 30 seconds. You really actually got to, you really actually got to see what Tyra May still can. She's an Olympic gold medalist. So predictably, she's got a style kind of based around her she looks pretty decent in the ring. She's a former LFGE contestant. She even had the ankle on Ethan Page, but um, obviously the heels are able to come back, and Chelsea Green hits it on pretty hard as she holds it on Ira and gets the victory at um at 9 minutes 30 seconds. Is the shortest match of the night. Always a fun match, but I think is with it'll kind of lead to Avion Heights taking over the North American Championship from Ethan Page, and yeah, that could set the tone for an Ethan Page all up. In the back though, you see Ada Parker talking to one of the referees or trainers. I can't remember which. I think he was a referee. She can and she had to the match on, and it should be her going on to NXT no mercy, but then Ash agent into her ops, and he said and she says to Jada, if anybody he should be no, and it's yeah, looked incredible against Aya Jax, and there ain't no way that you were taking that title for the Jacy, and if anybody's gonna take it away from Jacy, and it's me, there's a Bill. Eh, and yeah, and then yeah, that's causes an altercation, so it will looks as though women are going to get a Jada Parker and Ashley agent program to or adjust in the next and NIL program. Obviously, Jada Parker has a football slash or background. She used to pull away for the women's under 17 17's I'm an American side, and obviously you have a more show agent who's a WNBA former basketball, but basketball also very so two very gifted athletes that have earned into pretty so all good professional wrestlers, and I well Ashen Styles who hopefully um who, who hopefully have a decent match. And obviously so uh and Zaria get called in Ava's office. She tells um um she tells him she Elzem so old Ash is defending us Item Championship in NXT is the Speed Championships now are part of the NXT brand as the Speed show's been cancelled indefinitely. He will he also get so we also get confirmation of a mini tournament that's all have to face them another actual face them another of a triple A competitor, ENA competitor, NXT competitor, and the WWE main roster are competitor. Obviously the and Speed Championship will also be defended in the NXT on the form. Uh, and yeah, I have expected this to be the case. Obviously, it's Ulrika and Zari are backed up all of Ice Earl on in the evening, so that kinda also sets the tone. That also kinda sets the tone for a six in tag match against Fatal Influence, and that's confirmed for next week. So pretty few weeks or so. Ah, and obviously, on in the night you see you see a segment where if the oh in the area sure taking part so anyway that she's a valued member of the Owen but Sean Spee but Sean Scale Sean Spee he also questions as they ask uh, by asking as a how come you didn't let me help date and she's and she said I wanted Tatum to do it for herself up against Ulrich for the NXT of American Championship because obviously Ulrich is still the only double champion. She rubs that into JECJ in her knockouts title failed to offense. But yeah, it's very obvious that eventually the kill and will turn on Tatum Pax. Mm, yeah, but yeah, very good character development and all round, and in the main event, you, in the main event, Femi defeats a very Femi defeats a very uh, he, jo, Von Evans by woman. Yep, and forward 17 minutes and 43 seconds. And yeah, and Javon Evans came out all top after the table spot, after the table spot from Jordan the Ikege and Shrek Williams. Um, um, and yeah, Javon gave Javon left all in the ring a couple of high risk music, etc. I had over eat a couple of times, etc. But then obviously it gets tossed. Obviously it's tossed further through the table again. Um, and then it's over for hitting the fall from a race, and Jacy Ricky Saints amount to uh, uh, um you see or Ricky Saints come out to you see Ricky Saints come out to in front on Obafemi. He confronted Giovanni Evans earlier on in the night, so it's very obvious or like Saints has put the Jasper Archer life feud in the real feud. I'm not sure that I buy Ricky Saints as a number one contender or as of yet because he has struggled to beat Jasper or Troy, the sort of new kid on the bill for MLFG. I'm not so egging off his ability because he thinks is a brilliant so or I'm just I'm just saying for the moment I don't think I buy Ricky Saints as a credible number one contender or as of yet. I think I think between him and Josh Briggs, even though Josh Briggs has lost a couple of opportunities, I think maybe a match between the two could maybe help me sort of come around to that idea a bit more. I think if I think if I think if Saints is just to be guaranteed a title match, I wouldn't buy it. So hopefully there's a number one contendership match in Josh Briggs and the Ricky Saints. Obviously, Briggs would confront Obafemi before the main event. He said he's next in line, so I think that'll lead to a number one contendership match between Saints and between Saints and Josh, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure how this will affect Giovanni Evans. Hopefully, he still sticks around the main event scene because that's got the talent, etc. But he's already lost two major NXT Championship matches on pay-per-view, so we will just have to see. And yeah, is also there was also cheeky promotions for all of its gal and I know but Kavanaugh Arco in the Performance Centre. You have Ian Arthur have a trail or in a bunch of others. I haven't even tuned into all for ages now, so I don't know what exactly is going on with some of these. But yeah, guys, that's But yeah, guys, that's your NXT review, and yeah, I hope you, I hope you all enjoy. I hope you all enjoyed that, guys. Um, Obviously as well, we get a few confirmation, uh, confirmations of matches, etc. You're probably going to get the Jasmyn next face on in a few weeks, but I'm sure a lot of you have already gathered that because Jacy's starting to lose patience. You might, might obviously have the you might also have the version of in your read and into the Europe that will ultimately uh, Jasmyn X out, etc. But yeah, guys, I'll into your food for or this is an early ish upload as I have the WWE Raw walk tonight from Birmingham, England, and to tune into that 8 o'clock UK time. I'm not sure what time that reverts to into US time zones. I know you guys have two major time zones, Pacific and East. So you might have to check your local time, your local time. But I enjoyed but I really enjoyed this paper of you NXT Heatwave. If I give this pay per view, I'll give this pay per view an 9 out of 10. Really solid action, etc. Yeah, you have some skill sees into the future, and obviously for ends his NXT show, and yeah, guys, I really enjoyed this pay per view, but let me know, guys, what you think in the comment section, and I'll see you all very soon. And I know just well, kill. I think Ransom kill. His partner on weekend will hurry, because obviously it's announced that it's announced that it is Eamon Tatum Pack, so he'll be taking on Ransom here, and I missed the partner, or I think I'm a mystery partner on weekend or as Shane Perry aced against Alba Fire. She's also been in a segment of the recent woman of the all in the ranking here in Charlie MC. But yeah, that's who I think that's who I think our ends partner will be Ian Tuesday. So sorry for saying ends, but it technically is with Wednesday for evil and the show else because it's on the it's on AM in the on anyone and then it's yeah shown. But yeah guys, thanks very much for tuning in and I'll see you all next time. Hope you enjoyed. Have a good tomorrow and subscribe, thumbs up, share and be respectful in the comment section if you're gonna leave me comments or feedback and I'll see you very soon.